Please subscribe Matthew Music. Please subscribe Matthew Music. Please subscribe Matthew Music.
Hello friends, in previous video we have learned Staad editor method. In this video let's learn grid method. Let's take the same example and do in grid method. Go to new project, plane, give the name, file name, planar frame structure, choose your location and click next button. Select add beam. When we are drawing in grid method, select add beam, finish. In this grid page we have 10 grids along x direction, 10 grids along y direction. Grid to grid spacing is 1 meter. Click edit button, change x number of grids, y number of grids. Okay, if you want to change the spacing you can change the edit, change the spacing. Let's keep 3. Now grid to grid spacing is 3. We can draw minimum length of the beam is 3 meters. If you want to draw 2 meter length, the spacing should be 2 meter or 1 meter. Go to edit, change spacing to 1. Okay, so when now cursor is blinking in the grids, when cursor is blinking then only you can draw. Click at 0, click at 3 horizontally and vertically. We can off the grid. In the geometry toolbar, click snap node beam button. If we click, we can on or off grid by clicking that button. Geometry is over. Okay, let's go to next step, property. Before let's see the editor page. In the background this editor method is formed. Go to stage. This is the page control area, this is the main window, this is the data area. In page control area choose general button and click property. Data area, select define button, choose rectangle, give YD and ZD dimensions. YD is depth, ZD is width, 0.3, 0.23, add, close. Select the property, select all members, assign to selected beams, assign as. Property is done. Afterwards see the rendered view. Property can be seen in rendered view. And go to support, general, support, create, fixed, add, select support to, using control, select bottom 2 nodes, assign to selected nodes, assign as. And go to next step, loads, general, load and definition, select load case details, add. In loading tab we have dead load, live load, wind load and different types of loads. Let's keep none this time. Add, close, select load case 1, and we have different types of load: nodal load, member load, area load, floor load, wind load, seismic load. We are applying on the beam, so member load. This is the UDL load, so uniform force, select uniform force. The member load, choose uniform force, W1 is equal to -2, global y direction, add, close, select the load, select the beam, assign to selected beams, assign as. After applying load we can see shift V to see the load value. When we double click we can see geometry property loading. This is the input we have given to the structure. Then in the modeling choose analysis, print, perform analysis, print option all, add, close, main menu, analyze, run analysis, save. Done. When you double click beam or column we can see deflection, shear bending tabs. In the deflection you can see x, y, z direction deflections. In the shear bending we can see shear force and bending moment diagrams. The same result if you want to see in table from, click select post processing, OK. Now the green color line is the displacement diagram. Using control, if you scroll the mouse we can see the deflection diagram. If you click reaction button we can see the reaction. If you click beam we can know the forces: axial force, shear force, y direction, z direction. And we can click graphs button, we can see the bending moment diagram, shear force diagrams, axial force diagrams. When you double click we have these results. Without double click we have in the table from after going to the post processing. Let's go to the next step, design. Go to modeling, choose design, concrete, choose the current code IS456. Before going to define parameter, change the units. And structure toolbar, select input units, change millimeter, choose millimeter and newtons. OK. Now go to define parameters, mention the grade of concrete FC 20. M20 grade, FC is equal to 20, F5 main, grade of steel 415, main bars grade, add, F5 secondary 415, secondary bars grade, add, maximum main bars maximum dia 20, add, maximum secondary bars maximum dia 10 or 12 you can choose, and minimum main bars minimum dia let's skip 12, add, minimum secondary 8, add, close. All these parameters we have to assign to the complete structure. So assign to view, assign yes, select every parameter, click assign to view button, assign yes, assign all the parameters to the complete structure, that is 2 columns and 1 beam. If you click assign to view, it will assign to all the members. Okay, assignment is over. Go to commands, select design beam, add, design column, add, takeoff, add, close. This design beam, select design beam command, select beam, assign to select beams, assign yes, select design column command, using control select the column, assign to select beams, assign yes, takeoff will assign automatically. Next step is analyze, select analysis print, perform analysis, print option all, add, close, main menu, analyze, run analysis, save. Done. Double click beam or column, we can see concrete design tab. Here we can see the reinforcement details, top reinforcement, bottom reinforcement, shear reinforcements. In the middle it is the shear reinforcement, 7-8 dia and spacing. When I double click beam or column in the concrete design tab, we can know the reinforcement, bar size, bar, number of bars. Click Staad output button in the file toolbar. In the results, select concrete design. Here we can see beam member, what is the grade of concrete, grade of steel, length of the member, size of the member, clear cover, top reinforcement area, bottom reinforcement area, top reinforcement 212 dia, bottom reinforcement 212 dia, shear reinforcement, and for every beam and column we can see the result in the output file. See, about the column 1, length of the column, size of the column, cover of the column is 40 mm, required steel area, required concrete area, main reinforcement provide 412 dia bars, equally distributed, tie reinforcement 8 dia bars, spacing 190 spacing. See, like this for every beam and column reinforcement is in detail given in the Staad output file. Column number 3, main reinforcement, tie reinforcement, and last page we have takeoff. Here we have total volume of concrete and total weight of steel. If you add takeoff command, it will give total volume of concrete required and total weight of steel required in the structure. Then done.